Hey guys, how you doing? This is Ghana's #1 blogger live, and I'm back again, and we're gonna do the Champions League predictor roundup. Yesterday we did Group A all the way to Group D. Today we're gonna do Group E all the way to Group H. Stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in. We're also gonna even have a special guest co-host by the name of Selector. He's gonna chime in. We're gonna go back and forth on our predictions, talk about key players within club setups, and then we're definitely gonna go from there. Guys, don't touch that dial. In a few seconds or two, I'm just going to throw up the Champions League official anthem, and then we could definitely go from there. Um, guys, just like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Even chime in on the chat. Let us even know who's your favorite team, all the way down to who do you think will win the Champions League this season. I want to give a big shout out and congratulations to FC Bayern Munich on winning Champions League. I believe, how many wins is that? I believe it's too many to count, but honestly, they've done people very, very proud. So before we chime in with El Selector, I think we should play the Champions League official version with the two cellos of the 2018 Champions League final. Let me just share the screen quickly here. Let me bring in El Selector, and yeah, let's have fun. Let's have a party. So just give us a sec here.
Yep.
We're gonna interview you right after this.
Yeah, for sure. I'm ready. Yeah, let's go about this. Yeah, I can't hear anything. I can't hear anything. Bro, I can't hear anything.
Okay, that was the Champions League. Let us bring in El Selector. Thank you for coming on. He's a blogger extraordinaire. Check him out. El Selector, he's going to introduce himself, and then, we're going to get it cracking with the Champions League roundup.
All right, so yeah, it's your guy El Selector. I'm back at it again. For those, what can I say? El Selector, check out the YouTube page. All right.
So, what did you think of the Champions League anthem?
It was pretty. It's come on. I've heard the anthem a million times, So yeah, shouts to the Champions League anthem. But what I mean, it was tight, but I couldn't hear anything. But
oh, you couldn't hear anything? Okay.
No, I couldn't hear anything, but I already know the track though. Shouts to the Champions League anthem.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Without further ado, let's get things cracking. Let's get all the way down to Group E. We have FC Cransdorf, Chelsea FC, Sevilla FC, Stade Rennes from France. Mr. El Selector, what would you like to say about this group? What are your predictions for the placings and any possible key players?
this group is going to be pretty interesting. Group E has a lot of potential. I see definitely big things out of Sevilla. Sevilla did play in the Super Cup. Sevilla actually watched the game. They played against Bayern. They played pretty well, but unfortunately, one guy had a brain fart decision, made the wrong move, and the game was tied at 1-1. And Bayern was able to capitalize off of it and score, and they ended up winning the match 2-1. So, but it went to overtime, so it was a really hard fought match. Um, so I see So I see Sevilla doing a lot of great things. I see them making it through this division. I actually see them on top. The next team is was it Stade Rennais, right? French-based squad.
Rennes.
Rennes. Okay, so the
Mhm.
French-based squad. Sorry for my pronunciation, but the French-based squad FC. I think they're definitely going to do well. I think right now they're number 1 in League One, and they have a lot of young, talented players coming from all over Africa and just all over that are really talented and just really hungry and just I think they're gonna definitely will their way through that and they're gonna come in second place in Group E. I think Chelsea will come in third place and go over to the Europa. And the squad up there is gonna go home.
Mhm.
Yes, I see that. But as far as young talent goes, Chelsea does have some young talented players in the young American stud that they have over there that's putting on the number 10. But remember that
Pulisic.
Pulisic. But remember that
Mhm.
number 10 that's some big shoes to fill, man, when you're wearing
It
that number
is.
10.
That's the
And
holy grail of
you know what I
footy
mean?
numbers.
Definitely, you could wear the number, but you know what I
Put
mean? You
some
could wear the
respect on it.
jersey. Definitely put some respect on it. But I don't think he can fill those. You know what I mean? Fill the number. You know what I mean? Fulfill what's
Mhm.
promised on that number, the back of the number. Not saying the kid isn't talented. He's extremely talented. But when you
Mhm.
put on that number, with that number comes great responsibility.
I
And
agree.
I just don't think Chelsea has it right now. I don't think this is their time. I think the Senate was it how do you pronounce it? I don't want to botch your name, please. Senate
Rennes.
Rennes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah, Stade Rennes.
Stade Rennes is definitely going to come in there and perform. I think they're going to get this one. I think Sevilla will come in. Sevilla will be first. Stade Rennes will be in second. And yeah, that's what I think.
Oh,
Sophia,
so you're saying Chelsea
mhm.
ain't ready yet?
No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Not right now. Not right
Okay.
now. I know that's your squad. I know a lot of guys are in jail. But if I'm a betting man, I'm not putting my money on Chelsea right now.
Okay, okay. I mean, yeah, that's a fair take.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
My take on this group, um, I'm a Chelsea guy, and loyalty
Yeah.
is loyalty. And
Facts.
I'm not gonna bet against my team. Chelsea did a lot of wholesale changes. They've added at
Mm-hmm.
least 180 million to the squad through the likes
Mm-hmm.
of Hakeem Ziyech that we got
Mm-hmm.
over from Ajax. We
Mm-hmm.
also brought in German internationals, I believe Timo Werner,
Mm-hmm.
and also Brazilian international Thiago Silva on free transfer from PSG.
Mm-hmm.
And there is one more notable player that I would like to bring up on the Chelsea squad. Let me just bring
Mm-hmm.
up the Chelsea Champions League squad. Yes, Eduardo Mendy, we also got from Rennes. Funny enough, we're facing Rennes.
Mm-hmm.
We just picked up their keeper within the transfer window. So, that's going to be a nail biter.
Mm-hmm.
The other player I'm actually talking about is Kale Harvitz. That's another player that's definitely going to cause some damage. We definitely need help in the front with Tammy Abraham. Nothing against him. Nigerian, but English international. Yes, he did well last season, but he's going to definitely need some help at the front. And Olivier Giroud coming off the bench, who is doing very vital work for Chelsea ever since he came from Arsenal. And funny enough, he just made his 100th appearance for the French national team, scoring 2 goals within that 100th appearance.
Wow, very impressive.
Mhm.
I must say. I must say.
We also have young talent Callum Hudson-Odoi. This season he hasn't been doing too well. He just I believe last year recovered from an injury. He was doing so well before he got that injury. Funny enough, Ghanaian born English international. Bayern Munich wanted to buy him, but Chelsea put a stop to it. But Bayern Munich has come in with more money, and we'll see what ends up materializing there. Another player that we got in the transfer window is defender Ben Chilwell. He's
Mhm.
definitely a guy they say to look out for to definitely strengthen the defense. And he's actually also the main reason why Ghana international by the name of Abdul Baba Rahman is
Mhm.
currently not playing in the Chelsea setup because right now they're saying that he's deemed as a surplus and he hasn't really fit into his role at Stamford Bridge. So they're actually looking to offload his $80,000 a week check.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
So where do you think
yeah,
he's gonna? Where do you think he would end up next then if they're gonna offload him?
yeah. The thing is, it's tough to say because he's been plagued with injuries the past couple seasons. He's doing well with the Ghana national team.
Mhm.
The last African Cup that Ghana played, which was last year, he gave a very crucial pass to Tommy Partey, also known as Thomas Partey, who,
Mhm.
as you guys may know, Arsenal just picked him up for a lot of Boku money. But we'll get to that when we get to
That's
that.
right.
And
Okay.
yeah, another notable guy. I know we're spending a lot of time on Chelsea, but things need to, people need to know. Fakayo Tomura is actually originally born Canadian in the Canadian city of Calgary, Alberta, and moved over to England at a young age and has been in the Chelsea system ever since he was a young lad, and he's
Mhm.
been doing well. Um, the thing is, this season he's been he's basically been put in just league cup games, and he's been put down the pecking order by Frankie Lampard. So try to look for him to regain his starting position, but with new guys like Thiago Silva and Ben Chilwell at the back, it's definitely going to be difficult for him to regain his position. But let's get back to the
Mhm.
Champions League. I know it's not about Chelsea, but just had to
Mhm.
get in there. Sevilla FC,
That's okay.
they've as you know, my co-host has been given the rundown about them. These guys are guys that always go to the Europa League and they slap. They're that team that's
Slap.
always winning. Like Europa League is a joke to them. I mean, same thing just like Chelsea. Chelsea goes to Europa League and they just keep winning. But
Yep.
um my prediction for this group is Chelsea first, Sevilla second, Stade third, and FC Kransdor will finish in last in this group and will be eliminated. Um, all these teams, all these teams except Sevilla have a connection to the Ghana national team. Stade Rennes, that is where the former Ghana international by the name of Asamoah Jai, who missed the penalty shot at the 2010 World Cup, actually played after, I believe, during the 2010 World Cup and then got his move to Sunderland. Also, FC Kransdorf, former international Rabiu Muhammad also played there, but was plagued by injuries and, it was unfortunate. Notable names that played for Chelsea FC, Michael Essien, you know, he was definitely, a big part to Chelsea's success. Christian Achu, but he definitely didn't do well. He didn't get a chance, and he was eventually shipped out. But yeah, let's get to Group F right now. It's Borussia Dortmund, FC Zenit, Club Bruges, SS Lazio. What do you think of this Group F?
Borussia Dortmund They're a star team. Borussia Dortmund, actually last year I did get to see them play, or not last year, but the past Champions League. I was fortunate enough to get them to check them out. They played the matchup versus Paris Saint-Germain. I think they did pretty well. They played very competitive, but they didn't have no answer for PSG. Neymar, Mbappe, and the boys were basically just dog walking them through. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're going to do extremely well. I think this is their coming out party in this division right here. I don't
Mm-hmm.
really see any competition for them in this division. They do play in one of the top three divisions in the world in the Bundesliga.
Mm-hmm.
So they are regulars in this Champions League. Like this isn't like we're seeing some unfamiliar or some no-name team. Borussia Dortmund is an established team in
Mm-hmm.
Germany, and they definitely have. This is going to be a. This is going to be something special for them. I could see this. They did remove. They ended up sending one of the underachiever players from Germany who played in the World Cup in, I believe it was 2015.
2014.
Mar
Mario
2014,
Götze.
Mario Götze.
Yeah, Mario Götze. Yeah.
Yeah, they sent him over to PSV.
Mm-hmm.
So they have other young guys, like the one you're showing right here on the screen, that are definitely that are definitely on the come up. You know what I mean? And they're really
Mm-hmm.
ready out here to show the world what they got. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and the Champions League what they got. So expect big things from Borussia Dortmund.
Mm-hmm. Guys,
Mhm.
just so you know, this guy on your screen, he's a Norway international. He also plays for Borussia Dortmund. He's a big time baller, man. Look out for Hagelin. In the UEFA Champions League last season, he scored 10 goals, and I believe he came over from RP Leipzig. And guys, let's just get into the current tally. He's only started 7 times for his national team and has scored 6 goals in the UEFA club competitions. 14 appearances, 14 goals. That's basically a ratio of a goal a game. Domestic top division. In 73 appearances, he scored 48 goals. So definitely, guys, if you guys are about that fantasy soccer life, this is definitely a guy you want on your fantasy team because he will get you points. He's a bad boy. Like he will take that ball into the net. Like he's that striker, and he's only 20 years old. Very fresh face right now.
Wow.
It is.
Wow.
Let's
Very
look at the
impressive,
rest of the
to
squad.
say the least.
Oh, Matt Hummels,
Wow. Very impressive.
Amir Chan. That is actually a connection from Liverpool, former Liverpool player. Marco Rus. That's another how do you call it? German international. Thorgan Hazard. That name sounds very familiar, guys. Yes, that is Eden Hazard's younger brother. If you guys didn't know, Alex Witzel. That guy is a very, very dangerous, talented whippersnapper within the midfield of the Borussia Dortmund attack. And the one guy everybody's eyes is on is Jadon Sancho. If you heard about Jadon Sancho, he's an English international. A lot of teams are looking to get his signature. Manchester United has tried. They've sent in as many bids, and Borussia Dortmund has just turned it on, saying, "Yeah, leave it, yeah."
Mhm. Most definitely.
All right, let's just round out the rest of the teams I've seen then at Bruges
Mhm.
and Lazio.
Yeah. Bruges, great squad. They're currently second in the Belgian league, so this is a team that definitely is going to go out there. I think they're going to have a really great Champions League. I think they're going to do really well. I think they're going to
Mm-hmm.
show out. They're going to play really hard. This is a team with a lot of young studs. A lot of guys that have a lot to prove. A lot of guys that want to show what they're capable of doing at this level. Bruges is a team that plays a lot in the Europa League, so this is a team that has played at high level, high competition. So they're not really new. This isn't anything. This is an unfamiliar territory for them. And expect big things from Bruges. You know what I'm saying? No real
Mm-hmm.
marquee players. no real like sexy names or anything like that, but
Mm-hmm.
they do definitely got some guys who can play football, and that's what all that matters at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. The sexiest name in the Club Bruges squad is actually a name you may even remember, Simon Simon Mignolet, who also used to play for Liverpool a
Mm,
few years ago.
okay, so there you go.
Mm.
There you go. So they got right now. So that's basically who they have right now currently.
And now, any comments on Italian Serie A side, Lazio?
Lazio, what can we say, man? Lazio's a historic franchise. You know what I mean? Lazio definitely is a team to watch out for in this division. I could see Lazio currently right now they are fifth in Serie A. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll see how that transpires, how that could do. It is early. You know what I'm saying? A lot of teams are still trying to get their feet in the door and see where they stay and see where they are. But Lazio is the team that people definitely will be watching and checking out for. How do I see them doing in this division? I
Mm-hmm.
think they're going to do fairly well. I think they possibly potentially could make it through.
Mm-hmm.
Just it just depends on how the pieces all transpire and how the
Mm-hmm.
chemistry is. So I'm saying they have to start. They have to get on a start early. They're going to go up against teams like Borussia Dortmund. So this is a team that they got to definitely try to get some points in the scoreboard and play that ticky tacky style and good defense and whatnot. But we'll see how
Mm-hmm.
Lazio does.
Do you think this is a team you should get your popcorn ready for, or nah?
No, no, nah,
Not at all, eh?
nah. I don't think so. Nah.
Funny enough,
Mm-mm.
do you know who they're coached by? The legendary, and yes, when I say legendary, um, a name
Mm-hmm.
of Simone Inzaghi, but also known as
Okay.
Filippo Inzaghi, who actually started with the
Mm-hmm.
Italian national team. He's currently age 44
Okay.
right now. He was on the Italian national team for about for a short time. But he's
Okay.
definitely legendary within the Italian ranks. Um,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
another
Okay.
notable
That's what's
player in
up.
this.
So
Yep,
definitely a guy we need to definitely check out for.
yep.
We'll see how he's able to coach up his guys and lead them over to try to lead them into the round of 16.
Mhm.
So we'll see how that transpires. Mm-hmm.
And guys, point of correction. I would like to fact check something. Simone Inzaghi and Pippo Inzaghi are two different players. Simone Inzaghi is actually the brother of Filippo Inzaghi. Filippo Inzaghi is actually the legend of Italian football, while Simone Inzaghi only had like a handful of games for the Italian national team. I just wanted
Mm-hmm.
to fact check that, guys.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Another
Okay.
another guy you see on your screen right now, his name is Ciro Immobile, who plays as
Mm-hmm.
striker. Definitely a guy that's been very deadly for Lazio with 145 appearances, scoring 104 goals. That guy has a deadly boot.
Mm-hmm.
He's played for the Italian national team 42 times and has
Yeah.
scored 10 goals. That is a guy definitely to look out for. He is not a joke.
Most definitely.
And one more notable name on the roster is Pepe.
Mm-hmm.
A
Yep.
lot of you may remember him from Liverpool, and he also played for the Spanish national team. And right now, he's within his twilight of his career, basically a journeyman collecting, his last boku money before he basically retires and
Oh.
moves on. He's
Mm-hmm.
38 right now, so you know that the tires are turning towards retirement, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Most definitely.
Mhm. Funny enough, actually, people don't realize he was actually the backup. He was the backup to what's that guy's name again? He played for Real Madrid. I forgot his name, but huge talent for the Spain national team. He was the backup. He won the World Cup in South Africa as a backup. He was also a winner of the 2008 and the 2012 European Championship. And yeah, that's the wrap up on Lazio. The way I look at this group, I say Borussia Dortmund will finish first, Lazio will finish second, FC Zenit third, Club Bruges eliminated. Let's get to Group G. This is a very, very special group.
Okay.
Juve, Barcelona,
Definitely.
TC, and FC Dynamo Kiev. Let's get into it without further ado. There is a big marquee matchup. I don't want to waste any time. We haven't seen Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo in a while. I think that's going to be the barn burner of a match that everybody's going to watch within this group. I think that's the most important one in this group.
Definitely. I believe that matchup will be streamed. It's going to be stream potential. Both games, will be streamed. I think so. We'll figure out the logistics and the time behind that and everything. We'll see what we could do. But definitely two teams, two players that basically, I would say in the last 10 years have just basically had the world in a frenzy and had everybody glued to their TV.
Do you think this is potentially the last time the world will ever see Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo literally on the same pitch, domestically, that is?
No, I don't think so. It's potentially they could probably play on the same pitch again in the future, just because both guys are so ambitious, they're both so hungry, and I don't see them retiring anytime soon. I know both guys have came out and said that they don't plan on retiring, so therefore I think we will see them but maybe not we won't see Messi in Barcelona. We may see him in another uniform. Maybe potentially Manchester City. Who knows? We'll see how it transpires at the end of this year. But as of right now, though, we got to cherish the moments. And they do have a marquee matchup going on right now. They're going to be they're put in the same group, so they're going to have to go up against each other. So it's a treat. You guys should thank the Champions League for setting that up.
Definitely.
And yeah, let's see what they got. Let's see what Juventus, some of the marquee guys, talk to us.
Even before we get into the marquee guys, quick, I just wanted to throw something to you. It actually came out this morning that former Chelsea coach by the name of the special one, Jose Mourinho, said that he had many conversations. I forget what specific season, but Jose Mourinho's first coming at Chelsea, that they were literally about to get Messi to play for Chelsea. It was actually going to be a 5-year contract. Messi was going to make 50 mil a season. But what ended up happening is at the last minute, Messi's father, by the name of Jorge Messi, decided to pull the plug on that deal.
And I think Messi's father did the right decision, because let's be real, Messi's a superstar. Messi's a legend, and Messi is Barcelona. When you think of Barcelona, you think of Lionel Messi,
That's true.
I think Messi has basically, he found his niche at Barcelona, and he's excelled to the nth degree. Jose Mourinho, he's been going from city to city, different places, coaching different teams, and
he's been winning though.
He has been winning, but he has been bouncing up and down all over the place. And I think, in hindsight, I think for Messi's brand, I don't think that would have been a good look for him to go to Chelsea. I think Barcelona is the perfect fit for Messi. As of then, as of now, yes, Messi's done with Barcelona. We know that, right? If he goes to Chelsea now or Man City now, if he went to Man City, he'll go back with his former coach Pep Guardiola, so they can rekindle
Guardiola.
certain things that they had. Yep, they can rekindle certain things that they had, but I think Messi's done. I think Messi's father did the right thing in having his son stay in Barcelona because he doesn't have an agent, so his father's his only agent.
Yes. But which begs the question. Would you say that Chelsea trophy cabinet would have actually been full of Champions Leagues just compared to that one in 2012 they won?
No, I don't think so because I think Barcelona's personnel, this style, caters to Lionel Messi. The
I
players that they
agree.
had around him just catered to him. It was kind of like they had the right guys around Lionel Messi, and he played in the right circumstances. You know, what I mean,
I agree.
he played. Chelsea's a humongous franchise,
Hmm.
but it ain't no Barcelona.
That is true.
It ain't no Barcelona, and I think Barcelona can provided with with El Clasico and just stuff like that,
Hmm.
where Messi was a part of, where he was basically getting 1 billion people to watch a matchup.
That's true. From Camp Nou all the way to Santiago Bernabeu.
Exactly. And for those who don't know, Messi doesn't speak English either.
That's true. He doesn't.
And South American players tend to have some issues when they go over to England for whatever
I
reason.
agree.
You know what I'm saying? As
Aguero,
far
same
as
thing. Man City.
yep. And as far as even communicating and trying to get their message out to the media,
It's a barrier. Huge
yeah,
barrier.
exactly. Go ask Luis Suarez. You see what I'm saying? They didn't understand
Hmm.
him out there. So it's kind
That's
of
true.
like, I think personally, Barcelona is the perfect fit for Lionel Messi and always will be the perfect fit for Lionel Messi. He came there at
Hmm.
13 or 11 or whatever,
Yeah, he was a
and he's
young
been there
boy,
ever
man.
since.
He was a youth,
Exactly.
basically, you know?
And now he's like 33, so
Mhm.
I think
He
it
served the
worked
club
out for
well,
him.
man.
Exactly.
There's no Messi without Barca, man.
Exactly. And there's no Barca without Messi. Let's just be real.
I agree,
The
bro.
last 20 years. Mhm.
Barcelona, the Catalans, man.
That's right. So we'll get into some of the marquee players right here.
Exactly. I mean,
Mhm.
we have Cristiano Ronaldo, CR7 from Portugal. We have Alvaro Morata, Italian international. We also have Parlo Dybala of Argentina. We also
Mhm.
have, let's not forget, Juan Cordado, who's also he came from Chelsea a few years ago. He's been doing well. And I believe Cuadrado plays for the Colombian national team. Another player you should actually look out for on this team by the name of Weston McKennie. He's not a household name, but believe it or not, he's actually a U.S. international. Young stud, you should look out for him. Weston McKennie, he's a midfielder. I don't know too much about him, but I know that, the Americans are making a lot of rah, 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 rah. I'm not going to get into the American part because you already know what's up with that. Nobody really needs to go into that. Next thing you have guys like Leonardo Bonaducci, which is a defender, and Giorgio Cellini. Those guys are the veterans of the Bianconeri, also known as Juventus. And they hold that back four very, 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 very heavy. And one more notable name is Gianluigi Buffon. Buffon basically that's the 2008 2006 World Cup winner who went to PSG for a year. He did his time. You figured he was going to retire, but he said, no, I'm going to come back into the Juve squad. Funny enough, he came back into the Juve squad, and what happened? PSG made it to the final. We know what happened there. They lost, but you know what? That was the case. So now, you know what? We've rounded up the whole Juve squad. Um, El Selector, would you like to get into the Barca squad? I believe you touched up upon it. We really don't need to go through it because everybody knows Barca. Like it's not
Barcelona squad right now, currently. Give me 1 second, huh?
okay.
Mhm. So currently they have, the great Lionel Messi.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They also have guys like Philip. How do you pronounce it? Contino.
Philip Coutinho,
Coutinho. Yes, Philip Coutinho as in midfielder.
who just
He
came
did.
off the Champions League with Bayern Munich.
Yep. They have him. They also have Aris Fatu. Is
Ansu
that how you,
Fati.
yeah,
Ansu Fati.
Ansu Fati. You know what I mean? So young, talented player. They also have
I believe
Antonio
originally
Griezmann.
from Mali.
Hmm. That's
Hmm.
right, Mali young stud. They also have Antonio Griezmann.
Grizzy, French
Yeah,
international.
and then that's right. They also have Usman Dimbabi or whatever you pronounce that.
Oh, Osama Dembele. Dembele.
Dembele. Yeah. They have quite a few players. This let's be real. I'm just gonna get to the point with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Barcelona's players are a lot. They have mostly a new crop of players. So this is not your typical Barcelona team that you were used to seeing with Luis Suarez and all the guys there. So a lot of the guys on this squad right here are basically young, up and coming players.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, there are a lot of them are relatively, trying to get their feet wet or trying to make their mark or trying to start to establish their name.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not your typical Barcelona squad, all right? This is basically a
Mm-hmm.
rebuilding situation with Barcelona, okay?
Mm-hmm. I
For
agree.
all those out there. So basically, we're not going to go into all the names because some of these guys out here you've never even heard of. So
That's true.
I gave you the marquee guys,
And that's
and
it.
that's it. Simple as that. As far as
So,
Barca, mhm.
so would you say when you compare FC Barcelona to Chelsea, both squads are kind of like in a rebuild and they're just kind of, looking to see as in the new crop of players brought in are going to gel? Because let's be honest, gelling takes time. You can't just do it in a year. It's not going to happen.
Definitely, especially yes, exactly. Gelling takes time. You can't do it in a year. A lot of times you need seasoned players, a lot of older cats, you know what I mean, with some mixture of younger guys to actually go out there and make things happen. As far as Barcelona goes, are they like Chelsea? I would say very similar situation with Chelsea, but I think with Barcelona, they still do have Lionel Messi, even though Lionel Messi has no interest of playing for Barcelona right now at this current moment.
That is true. Messi tried to
So
get out, and they're like,
he
"Nah,
tried.
you ain't going nowhere, buddy."
You were going nowhere. Exactly. Where Chelsea's players are kind of like there's no dark cloud or no bad aura or funny energy in the locker room with Chelsea. As
Mm-hmm.
for Barcelona, that's something that they are experiencing currently. So it's
Mm-hmm.
only time will tell exactly how they do. I think Chelsea, as far as their young crop of players, are in a better position than Barcelona's young crop of players. I think Barcelona's young crop of players are trying to find their identities out here, while Chelsea's young crop of players are basically going out there, basically starting to create their identities, and they're starting to. A lot of them already have an identity. They're just making sure that they mesh, and they're just going out there and playing, and they have a common goal, and they know their idea. Where with Barcelona, a lot of those guys don't even know if they're going to be there next year.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we have Federn TC and Dynamo Kiev. Let's be brutally honest. There's not much known on these teams.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I look at them more so as the play-in teams that qualified simply through the UEFA League playoff. I'm gonna let El Selector chime in. I know it's probably not gonna be in depth simply because we basically talked about this group all the way down. So you can say a little bit about these two teams, or we can just go
No,
straight for predictions.
I think I'll touch up a little bit because just out of respect for uh, Dynamo Kiev. Dynamo Kiev is currently a team that plays out in Ukraine. As of right now, they are currently first place in the Ukraine Premier League. So they
Mhm,
are housing, they are cooking teams. Then they're not taking any L's right now.
mhm,
This is a team that has played in the Europa League but prior and the UEFA Champions League. So
mhm,
they are a team that has experience as well. They do have a lot of good, talented young players that are coming up. A lot of people may not know of, but a lot of Eastern
mhm,
European players that are
mhm,
really good. So this is a team that has good chemistry. They mix well together, and they're expecting to cause an upset. If there was
Oh,
an
upset.
upset, yeah, if there was an upset, I think if there was an upset, I wouldn't be shocked if Dynamo Kiev was the one that pulls it off in this group.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
And And just to chime in for a second, Dynamo Kiev has a connection to the Ghana national team. Two players that previously played on the Black Star squad by the name of Derek Boatin and Samuel Inku also played
Hmm.
for Dynamo Kiev a few years ago.
Hmm. That's right. That's right. So yeah, as far as predictions for this group, the other squad, I won't even go into it. They're like 21st in their actual. I believe they're
Whew.
what was this team? How do you pronounce it?
Let's just go for short, Farron.
Yeah, yeah, Farron. Yeah, I believe they're not really doing too well in their actual respective group, their respective league.
Oh, from
You can
Hungary.
check them out. Yeah, from Hungary. Check them out right now. Yeah.
In terms of their form, they've won they've won 3 games and tied 2. So when you really look
Okay.
at it, they're actually 5 games. They've basically haven't lost in 5 games. In
Okay, they
terms
haven't
of
lost in five. What's their standings? Where are they in the standings? Is it I'm not too sure if it was 21st or I'll see. So I'm mistaking them from another team.
okay, let me give a quick check. But
Yeah.
for right now, what I can tell you is how they even made it into the UEFA Champions League is they actually came through the qualifier. That's basically when other teams are on vacation chilling out, but these guys are forced to basically come back to the pitch early to basically force their way into the group
Oh
phase.
yeah.
They basically beat a team from Sweden by the name of Yerden 2-0, and they shockingly beat Celtic, big team out of Scotland, 2-1, and they
Hmm.
also beat a Croatian team, big Croatian team by the name of Dynamo Zagreb,
Hmm.
2-1, and they also beat a team from Norway called Mold. Actually, no, they didn't beat them; they tied 3-3. So you know
Hmm.
what? You can't really underestimate these guys because they're
Yeah.
they're they're coming in with some big wins, and even their
Exactly.
last game they tied 0-0. So you know what, they could they could ball out because they have nothing to lose, right?
Mhm. Definitely, definitely. If they were able to play in those playoff tournaments or those group stages, those early summertime group stages that they have, like these. For those who don't know, if you think the Champions League just started today or started on October 20th, no, you're mistaken, man. This stuff's been going on since the summertime. There's been a bunch of teams playing in these tournament styles and knocking each other out just to even get a chance to get a selection to possibly even be able to get an opportunity to actually play in the Champions League. And this is one of the teams that actually made it through. So tip my hat off to them. Congratulations to them. And that's what it is.
Actually, they're not far off. I'm looking at the table right now in terms
Mhm.
of Hungary, and they're in
Mhm.
second place
Second
with
place.
10
Oh,
points.
okay. Okay, so I might
Yeah,
have
so they're
mistaken them
not
for
bad.
another team. I think I was thinking of that Istanbul squad. Maybe I think it was. I mixed them maybe
Oh,
with them.
Istanbul. That's actually in the
Yeah,
next. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
know
The
what you
next group. Yeah. I think they're like in 21st or something. But yeah.
mean. Yeah.
Mhm.
So my predictions for this group, I'll definitely say, um, I see Juve finishing first, Barcelona second, but I don't see them going deep into the elimination rounds.
Mhm.
And I see. Let me see something. Um, Between Dynamo Kiev and Ferin, I say Ferin finishes ahead of Dynamo Kiev. That's a bold prediction from me.
Okay. I think I have Juve. I have Barca still, and
Hmm.
I think Dynamo Kiev will come in third.
Okay, guys, it's Group H now. I know y'all been tired. It's 12:54 Eastern time, but guys, the wait is over. Let's stretch. It's Group H.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's
just
go.
present it.
Hmm.
I
Let's do
think
this.
this group. presents a group of death for me because we have Manchester United, Red Bull Leipzig, Istanbul Bashir, and the finalist of Champions League, Paris Saint Germain,
Mhm.
also known as PSG. Let's get into it.
Mhm. Uh, Manchester United. What can I say, man?
Glory,
World
glory,
renowned,
Man United.
world renowned, man. Legendary, legendary. I must say, legendary. They got some talented guys on there.
I mean, goalkeeper and David De Gea,
Mhm.
Spanish national team player. There's a lot of national team guys on here. I can go
Mhm.
through a few. There's a defender by the name of Eric Bailly, who's an Ivory Coast international. Harry Maguire, which is Italian international. Timothy Fosu Mensah. That name definitely sounds familiar if you're Ghanaian. Yes, he's Ghanaian, born in Holland, but plays for the Holland national team. Funny enough, right here, there's a defender named Aaron Wan Bissaka who is still deciding his international future as we speak. He is not sure if he's going to play for Congo or he's going to play for England.
Mhm.
Another
Most
guy,
definitely.
another guy here, Paul Labelle Pogba. He needs no introduction. French international, World Cup winner, Mister. I'm gonna do the dab on the field. Um, what can I say about this guy? He could have played for Mali, but decided to play for France instead, and it paid off in a big way. Juan Mata plays for Spain. Jesse Lingard, that's an English international. Bruno Fernandes, midfielder. You gotta watch out for him. He joined um, Manchester United in January. Has literally converted all his penalty shots. This guy does not know how to miss.
Mhm.
And that guy, I believe he came, I don't remember what Portuguese side he came from because I'm not going to call it wrong Portuguese side and, get the Portuguese faithful on me because it doesn't work that way. But that's a guy to look out for even internationally. Um, there's Nemanja Matic, who plays for Serbia. Anthony Martial, who's a French international. Marcus Rashford, English international, Edison Cavani, who they just recently signed. He, I believe, just came off a contract with
PSG.
PSG, yes. And to round it off, Igalo, former Nigerian international. That Niger boy. Niger know the carry last.
Mhm.
So what do you think about this squad, Mister Man?
Star-studded, I must say. They got a lot of talented players over there.
Mhm.
Man U's Man U at the end of the day, so you already know they're gonna come out. They're gonna ball out.
That's
They
true.
also they also do have Paul Pogba on that team, so let's
That's
not
true.
forget that. So
That boy is dangerous.
what can I say, man?
He's very, very dangerous.
I
Dangerous
have
boy.
I have them winning it. I have them winning this. I have them. No, I have them making it through for sure.
Making it through.
No
Okay.
doubt about it.
Do you want to get into Leipzig, Istanbul, and Paris Saint Germain, or do you want to probably just touch upon a few and then we can just go?
Yeah, I think we should just touch up on a few. Let's just get to the point because we already know who's gonna make it through this one. This is gonna be
Yeah,
a
we
no
know,
brainer.
we know
This
what
is a
this
no
is.
brainer. Yeah, we already know. PSG, like I said before, Kylian Mbappe,
Mm-hmm.
Neymar Jr.
Mm-hmm.
They got the stars, man. They got the players. They got the players.
Hey,
They got
not to cut you off, but you know who's Broskies? Yo,
the
Jimmy Butler, Miami Heat, and Neymar, yo, they're boys, eh?
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. They're both
Mm-hmm.
stars, man. They're both stars.
Mm-hmm.
They're both stars. Definitely.
Oh, a notable one now, Moise Keane.
Moise
Moise
King.
Keane actually originally played for Juventus, the
Mm-hmm.
Bianconeri of the Italian Serie A. Moved to Everton last year. It wasn't doing so well. Apparently, he scored twice in 18, 19 appearances. It wasn't looking so well. He was supposed to go back to Juve. But what ended up happening is he's like, I want a new adventure. I'd like to go to Paris Saint-Germain. He says he has family there. It's definitely change of scenery. Maybe it could definitely help him out. And yes, he's also an Italian international.
Definitely. Shout out to Moise Keane. I mean, he did play for Juve, played really big, really hard. And Juve, you know how Juve is, right? Juve, you know how they be treating a lot of these guys out there not right.
Mm-hmm.
So he understood that it was important for him to get the hell out of there and get out of the Italian league. And now he's playing for PSG. And I think he's going to be there. I think it's the right move. I think he's going to do well. Most definitely.
I mean, that guy needs no introduction. Kylian Mbappe, you already know about him. Like that guy, as you said, he's a stud. There's not much you can say about him because the boy can play ball. Like
That's right.
the guy when he they get ball on his feet, you
Definitely.
better trip him. You better trip him.
Definitely. Shouts to Mbappe, man. The kid's a stud, man. The man is a stud, matter of fact.
Yeah,
He's a good player, man. Dog,
yeah,
excellent. Does it everything well,
mhm.
extremely well.
Yeah. That's the round out of the PSG team. You really don't need to go through a lot of these guys. It's just man, you already know, man. When it comes to PSG, that's the hype beast of football right now.
Definitely.
Also being sponsored by Jordan, so
Most definitely. Most definitely. It's going to be a great tournament to say the least.
mhm,
Looking forward to it, I must say.
mhm. So yeah, with Group H, I expect Manchester United and PSG to go through. I'm not gonna say who's gonna go 1 and 2. All I'm gonna say is it's gonna be a battle between Leipzig and Istanbul Bakshir. The only reason why they're even in this is because they ended up winning the Turkish league last year with a bunch of like I wouldn't say washed up players, but a lot of big players that a lot of teams didn't want anymore.
That's right.
So I expect Leipzig to finish third. Istanbul is definitely gonna go back home.
Definitely, definitely. Like I said, I have PSG winning this group. I have Manchester United definitely coming in second place, and Leipzig is going to be definitely the third place squad. It's going to be a great one. I think it's going to be a good division. I like to see the matchup versus PSG versus Manchester United. May even stream it. Definitely, we'll do a post game reaction to it for both games. And yeah, this is going to be a one. This is going to be a dandy. It's going to be a good one to say the least. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to it. I must say.
Yeah, one more thing before we close out.
Yeah.
When you look at all the groups,
Uh-huh.
who do you think definitely is the group of death?
I would have to say, out of all the groups there, give me 1 second. Let me just pull the groups up, and maybe I'll let you know.
Okay.
It's the group with Olympiacos, Marseille. Give me a sec. Porto. Give me a second. Yeah, so I would have to say it's Group C with Olympiacos, Marseille, FC Porto, and Manchester City. That's the group of death. That's most likely the group of death, right there. Yourself, what would you say?
Honestly, I would pick that same group too.
Yeah.
I think honestly it's gonna be hot and heavy.
Uh,
Literally like it's gonna be a dogfight. Like
mhm.
the thing is, anybody like to me honestly anybody can advance out of this group, man.
That's right. That's right. It's gonna be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. There's gonna be some games I'll be streaming live.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, hopefully, we definitely got to see what's up. I got to see just the timing and stuff like that. But I will be doing post game reaction mostly for the marquee matchups. I'm not gonna be doing it for all the matchups for everybody out there. So
Mm-hmm.
don't
Yeah,
expect me to do all 32 teams. And but
it's
yeah,
not happening.
it's not happening. I'm gonna be doing the
You're
marquee
wilding.
matchups. Exactly. So expect that.
Mm,
And that's as far as it goes, as far as that goes right now. It's a good tournament. Take a look at it. October 20th, it starts.
yeah.
I'll be analyzing. I'll be watching. I'll be watching a lot of the games. I'm not gonna watch every game, but I will be watching a lot of the games. So it's a good tournament. Take a look at it. There's a lot. There's a lot of teams out there. There's a lot of representation, and I'm gonna be looking forward to it.
I have one more question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think TFC deserves a wild card spot in the Champions League?
Nope. Dog, when the what do you call that tournament there that they play in?
CONCACAF Champions League,
Win the CONCACAF Champions League, and then you can
and
get to
then
see,
talk.
and then talk, and then you get to see one of the champions. You most likely will play one. You will play the champion of Europe if you win the CONCACAF Champions League. I think that's where their main focus is, and that's where the main focus should stay. But yeah,
But let's be honest about the FIFA Club World Cup. The team that always wins it is a European club.
for sure, that's what TFC needs to test themselves. That's where they can come in and be like, you know what? Let's see how good we are. Let's see where we stand. Let's see how we can compete against the likes of the Bayerns and the Chelseas and the PSGs and the Juventus and the Barcelonas and teams like that could potentially win it this year. You see what I'm saying?
They might as well go pick up a Mario Balotelli if they want to win CONCACAF Champions League.
I
You
think
know what I
that's
mean?
I think that's what they. I don't know what they're waiting on. I guess the pandemic came in and it's kind of stopped a lot of things, but Mario Balotelli would be an excellent fit for PSG. I mean, for TFC.
For TFC, yeah.
Yeah, I like PSG.
All right, thanks, Selector, for coming
Yeah,
in here, guys.
definitely.
You
Thanks
know
for
he's
having
gonna
me.
give you the rundown on his social media, everywhere to follow him. We're definitely gonna have him back again, man. Thank you for coming on to the live.
Most
Just
definitely.
present some of your stuff, and then we can just be out, man. 106 in the morning, so
Yeah,
the
most
eyes are
definitely.
crying right now.
Most definitely. Yo, yeah, you can check me out on L Selector, YouTube. I'm here just YouTube right now. Just subscribe to my YouTube page. Follow my content. Follow me. I got a lot of stuff coming in the future, and I mean, I'm signing out. All right.
All right, take care of yourself,
Yep.
guys. This is Ghana's #1 blogger live. Thank you for tuning in. Have all yourselves a blessed night.